Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Imagine a moment that shatters everything you thought you knew about your place in the universe. A whisper, not from a dream, but from the cold, silent depths of space itself. Signal, persistent and undeniably artificial, piercing through the cosmic static that has been our only companion for millennia. For generations, we've scanned the skies, holding our breath, listening for any sign, any flicker that might betray the presence of another intelligence out there. We've sent our own messages, optimistic pleas into the void, unsure if anyone or anything would ever hear. And then the quiet, almost unbelievable announcement: it's real. Not a glitch, not a misinterpretation, not a distant pulsar mimicking intelligent design. This time, after countless false alarms and decades of painstaking silence, the impossible has happened. An alien signal has just been confirmed. This isn't a science fiction movie premise anymore. It's a cosmic reality that has begun to reshape our understanding of existence. The journey to this monumental confirmation was, as you might expect, anything but straightforward. It began, as so many profound discoveries do, with an anomaly. Dr. Eris Thorne and his team at the Arecibo Observatory, or rather, a next-generation, vastly more powerful successor array we'll call the Cosmic Echo Project in this hypothetical, were conducting a routine deep-sky survey. Their focus was on a particular star system, Gliese 581, a red dwarf about 20 light-years away, known for its potentially habitable exoplanets. It was late one night, a flurry of automated data streaming in, when an algorithm designed to flag unusual radio emissions pinged. A faint, broadband signal, slightly above the expected noise floor, repeating with uncanny regularity. Initially, it was dismissed. Equipment malfunction, terrestrial interference, a new, unknown astrophysical phenomenon, the usual suspects. Dr. Thorne, however, had a reputation for meticulousness, some might even say stubbornness. He asked his junior researcher, a brilliant but equally tenacious astrophysicist named Dr. Lena Petrova, to double-check the anomaly. Days turned into weeks. Lena cross-referenced the signal's frequency with every known satellite, every terrestrial broadcast, every military radar pulse. Nothing matched. She tracked the signal's apparent origin point. It remained fixed on Gliese 581. This was crucial. If it were Earth-based, its position would shift against the celestial background. If it were a natural cosmic phenomenon like a pulsar, its characteristics would follow predictable astrophysical models. This signal did not. The repetition was the most compelling clue. Not just a random burst, but a series of pulses, grouped in ways that suggested structure. It was akin to hearing a rhythm, then a melody, emerging from a cacophony of white noise. Lena, sleep-deprived but exhilarated, brought her findings to Dr. Thorne. He was cautious, as any good scientist should be. He initiated a full-scale verification protocol. He shifted the entire Cosmic Echo Project's focus to Gliese 581, dedicating precious observation time to this single point in the sky. Other observatories, both ground-based and space-based, were contacted, asked to independently verify the findings without being told what they were looking for, only where asterisk. The suspense within the scientific community was palpable, though carefully contained. Months passed. The signal persisted. Observatories across the globe, from the VLA in New Mexico to the FAST telescope in China, confirmed the detection. Data was unequivocal. It was narrowband, pulsed, and originated from the Gliese 581 system. The final nail in the coffin of natural explanation came when the signal was found to contain prime number sequences embedded within its pulse train, a universal mathematical language that screams intelligence. This was it. The moment humanity had anticipated, feared, and dreamt of for centuries. An alien signal, confirmed. The news broke like a supernova across our planet. The initial press release was terse, factual, and understated, almost clinical in its precision. Anomalous, structured radio emissions of extraterrestrial origin have been independently verified by multiple observatories, originating from the Gliese 581 system. Further analysis is ongoing. But the understated language couldn't contain the monumental implications. Humanity, suddenly, was no longer alone. The reaction was a global symphony of emotions. Awe, wonder, fear, excitement, skepticism, and even outright panic. Stock markets wavered. Religious leaders issued statements. Philosophers debated. Scientists, however, got to work. The focus shifted from detection to decipherment. What was the signal? A greeting? A warning? A cosmic data dump? The Gliese 581 system itself became the most scrutinized patch of sky in human history. Gliese 581 is a red dwarf, smaller and cooler than our sun, but known to host at least 2, possibly 4, planets. The most promising candidates for life had always been Gliese 581d and Gliese 581g, if it truly exists. While red dwarfs can be prone to stellar flares, Gliese 581 is relatively quiet, and its planets are tidally locked, meaning one side perpetually faces the star, creating a terminator zone where temperatures might be just right for liquid water. Was this where the signal originated? From the day side, the night side, or the twilight zone of a distant world? The signal itself was a marvel of engineering, if that's what it was. It wasn't just a simple hello. It was a complex, multi-layered transmission, broadcast on several distinct frequencies simultaneously. It contained what appeared to be interleaved data streams. Imagine trying to understand a language spoken by a species that doesn't share your biology, your history, or even your fundamental perception of reality. It was a challenge that dwarfed any linguistic